After achieving grand success with the last year's Note 5, despite its fair share of drawbacks, Samsung is all busy in preparing for this year's series of their most anticipated flagship phones. The latest addition to the Note series, the Note 6, will be the successor to one of the best phablets of last year, which will most likely be launched in the second quarter of this year in August or September. There have been several spec rumors about the Note 6 online, but none of them seem to suggest anything realistic at all. So keeping the recent upgrade cycles of Samsung's flagship phones in mind, these will be the most likely specs of the latest iteration in the Note series, the Note 6. So in terms of screen size, the Note 6 may continue with the size of the 5.7-inch display, and a 6-inch display seems highly unlikely to me, as some online rumors seem to suggest. These rumors also claim that Samsung might as well introduce their first 4K display on a smartphone with the Note 6. However, this move by Samsung seems highly unlikely to me this year, and I doubt that we're going to see any 4K display smartphones this year. However, 4K display smartphones should become a common sight by the next year or two. So for this year, users will have to suffice with the 2K resolution display. However, this year Note 6 will most likely feature an improved AMOLED display technology, which will provide better battery and higher maximum brightness. Recent Galaxy S7 leaks also seem to suggest that Samsung is all set to include their own iteration of Apple's 3D Touch technology, and it will be interesting to see how well Samsung manages to implement it with their TouchWiz UI. A more efficient display with better battery and the latest Marshmallow update should make the Note 6 last for quite a while. In terms of internals, Samsung is most likely to make use of its own Exynos processors with the corresponding latest Mali GPU to power the new series of smartphones. However, there are also chances of Samsung releasing a Snapdragon version for the global market. The Note 6 will most likely feature 4GB of RAM just like its predecessor. However, there are also chances that Samsung might bump up the RAM this time around to 5GB. Recent S7 leaks suggest that Samsung has decided to stick to its new design language of metal and glass introduced in the previous generation, which is a bit of a disappointment for some users, as the metal glass design comes with its own set of cons of not having a user replaceable battery and the lack of a micro SD card slot. However, there are some rumors that suggest that Samsung might actually bring back the micro SD card storage by introducing the micro SD card slot somewhere around the edges along with the SIM tray of the phone, but this is something which is not yet confirmed. The camera of the phone will most likely see a bump up in the megapixel count from the last year's 16 megapixels to an 18 or maybe a 21 megapixel sensor with improved optics and better low light performance. The front camera is also likely to be bumped up to an 8 megapixel shooter. The phone will also improve on features like the S Pen, making it more usable, and will also introduce a faster and more accurate fingerprint scanner. The phone should also have various color options to choose from, just like its predecessor and the recent S series phones. Finally, the phone will most certainly come with 32, 64 and 128GB configurations, with a 256GB option also likely to make an appearance. So that's it for the rumored specifications of the Note 6. Please click the like button if you liked the video, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to know about the latest news about this as well as several other flagship phones. So once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.